Elden Ring got itself another update like 2 weeks ago, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a happy clam. No siree. I was going through and doing all the glitches and making videos on them on what still works and whatnot. And in each of those videos, I was saying that Elden Ring will probably not get an update. And then as I was making one of those videos, Elden Ring got a fucking update. Can you understand my pain? This is so sad. Well, that being said, this video isn't going to be about a glitch, it's just going to be about a few rune farms. I'm going to be talking about the best rune farms in the game. The best one is probably already known, but let's start off at number 3, the very last one. If you go to the Ancient Ruins of Ra at the east side of Grace, you'll see a giant furnace golem all the way across the bridge. And all you gotta do is go up to the corner of the pillar and kind of just wait there. He'll get up and shoot his Destructo beam at you. It should be mentioned that I am in New Game Plus 2, so the soul acquisition I receive will obviously be much higher than those in New Game and New Game Plus. Now, that being said, if you have on the Golden Beetle Charm, he will give you about 60,000 runes here. It's not the best, especially since it takes about 10 seconds just to get that much, but it's pretty much just a semi-AFK one. You know, you don't have to do much, you just sit there, practically doom scrolling through your phone while doing this one. So with that being said, that one's number 3 because it's clearly not the best. And now we're going to move on to number 2. And now for number 2, you just got to move yourself over to Hinterland at the Hinterland Bridge side of Grace. Now, this one is a relic sword farm. Surprise, surprise. You got to waddle your ass on down that hill, and you see those annoying snake bastards. You just got to use the wave of gold on them. Just do it once, try to get it as wide as possible so it can encompass all of them and then wipe them out. You should only have to cast this 3, maybe 4 times tops as you go down the hill. Don't rest at the Grace once you make your way down the hill though. Instead, just go ahead and open your map and teleport back to the side of Grace, because if you decide to go back up and down like that, you're gonna have much more trouble going up the hill than down the hill because the wave of gold won't reach as far as it can while you aim up the hill. Now, that being said, this gives you about 160,000 with the golden scarab talisman, and it's New Game Plus 2, obviously, like I mentioned, so my rune acquisition is quite high opposed to New Game and New Game Plus. So it's probably about 120,000 maybe on New Game. Not really sure about that, so don't quote me on it. But it's still a decent one. It takes maybe a minute to do each time. That might be pushing it too. It's probably closer to like 30 seconds. So let's say you got 30-40 seconds just to kill these guys. It might be close to a minute, and 460,000. It's not bad. It's not good though either, as opposed to number 1. So going into number 1, you already know what it is. The Palace Approach Ledge Road. Go on down with the Sacred Relic Sword. Throw it down once, you can go ahead and rest once they die here. Or you can go down just a bit more and cast it again to get an extra 20,000 runes. And it gives you about 90,000 within 10 seconds. And you can do this forever. Like, obviously you can do it forever, but it's like 90,000 in 10 seconds. Within half the time it takes to do the prior one, you get the 160,000 back already. And that being said, that obviously makes this one the best one. And for an honorable mention, I guess, for early game people, because obviously you can't really replicate anything in the DLC or with the relic sword farm here if you're early game. So if you're early game, go ahead and get yourself a bow and shoot at that little birdie. That little birdie will run off the edge, and in new game, I know this one for a fact, he gives you about 10,000. 10,000 for one arrow, and it's pretty good. Doing this for 5 minutes will get you enough runes to last you through the entire game. Swear to God. You can level up from there and you'll go through the entire game without having to level up again. Super easy. Now, that being said, I hope you found this helpful. Until next time.
Subscribe to Sleepy Soul.